Come here, Moosey. Come here, Moosey. Yeah. Come on, big boy. You're making good TV today. All right, world. Here you go, Mud. Here we go, world. Hold on, we can see, world. Come on, the camera and shut down on me. Look at that white bass, world. Yeah, white bass there. Look at that, world. Look in his mouth. June ball hula stick. Ned rig, baby. See what a Ned rig get you? I don't need a mic, really.
It's the Martian.
Don't give me a mic in my music days.
All right, let him have it. This is Corey Labastri, the Martian.
Hello, world.
All right, well, welcome aboard. Corey, we're in a new venue here. Usually we're at Bayou Adventure, but good to be here. George and the Crab Trap. We gotta say it right now, the Crab Trap.
The Crab Trap. D-A-T-H-E, done.
They've jumped on board as an advertiser, so we are here, and they are providing the beverages and the boiled crabs. Were you able to have a boiled crab yet?
No, not yet. I've been entertaining the crowd, trying to network and keep everybody happy.
Okay.
You know, I have a couple people that came check this out. You know, a couple visitors. What you say, that Captain Ryan? Yeah.
Well, I think it's great. I think we got a place. We've got a home here to do some more future shows, and hopefully you'll remain part of NFR. I know you will because you're fishing on the North Shore, so
all the time, baby.
So I'm going to go to you for some good information. Now, did you hear what Jason said? He caught a few speckled trout in the Chafonta River. That's huge. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I want to talk. So we've been talking bass, we've been talking little flounder, we've been talking sockeye.
Yeah.
I want to talk hardcore speckled trout fishing, and I know, man, I tell you what.
Okay.
What I'm seeing right now, as far as the trestles has lasted, the bite lasted pretty good into the spring. We caught a limit of trout on the causeway in May.
Yes.
That is incredible. I'm forecasting a Lake Pontchartrain speckled trout bite similar to what it was 6 or 7 years ago before these spillways started opening.
Yeah, we gonna have I think a record fall. This fall's gonna be a record fall because with the Bonnet Carry, the bony Bonnet Carry, I hate that place. I'm sorry if anybody gets offended, but every time they opened it, it destroyed our waters. And we're finally recovering. Everybody can admit we're recovering finally.
Yes.
If you fish, we haven't had a summer bite of speckled trout. And I'm talking about June, July, when I wade every year and catch speckled trout like crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't had that in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Okay? I think we should have had it this year, but I've been low-key catching a few speckled trout in one of my little spots,
That's all right.
you know?
Yeah.
A little 8 inches,
Yeah.
but I mean, in the middle of summer, we hadn't been seeing that.
And that's my main thing. We caught speckled trout in June in that last cut in Bayou Lacombe, which was a total surprise. I was expecting that to be a bass because speckled trout in the bayou midsummer, it ain't happening. But that surprised me. So that's what's leading me to say that, this surge, this shoreline run, I don't know if they're going to be on the shoreline or they're going to come into the bayous where the grass is.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming in the bayous, Keith. Let me tell you why. Okay, if you go in the lake right now, you have a little eelgrass right around on the south shore. You have a few little spots on the north shore where you have some eelgrass.
Okay, that's a good time.
But they have that regular strawgrass. I'm not sure the exact name of it. It's real thick, but there's tons of grass shrimp. When you push with a regular shrimp net, I'm catching regular shrimp, grass shrimp, and it's crazy because I'm even catching perch. You know, perch in there with those fish, so with those grass shrimp. But all that being said, the lack of the grass due to the Bonnet Carry spillway and the hurricane.
Definitely a hurricane.
It's in the marsh. The marsh is polluted. I hate to tell our secret, but this is for the premium members. Everybody ain't gonna hear this, Ryan. Everybody be like, don't tell it all.
Well, we saw him in the marsh.
The grass is, man, you have to fight through it. And guess what? If there's no grass in the lake, where the shrimp going?
Yeah.
In the marsh, and guess what? The friends are coming to get along game.
So give me a report. What is that eelgrass looking like? Because I don't know about you, but when I go out and fish that shoreline, I go out with Mr. Green, go out with you, go out with Captain Andy Jones. Those patches of eelgrass play a huge role in targeting. It's where those mullets start erupting. It's like the base ground of where the action starts. That eelgrass. What's that eelgrass looking like?
All right. Well, like I said, it's still it's a rarity right now. You have a few spots towards the pipeline might be holding eelgrass, and towards Goose Point, few little small spots around the mouth by the cone. But mostly it's that stringy grass. You know what that grass is called? Whatever, it's that stringy stuff. But that's a plus. You know, some grass is better than no grass, and it's ranging from 10 to 20, 25 feet off of the shoreline. But I mean on the shoreline. I mean, you come from the shore, you got a foot of water and then grass. And it's thick. So the shrimp, like I tell you, they hide in there. That's the deal with the eelgrass. It's not that the mothers pull up around it. It's a hiding ground for the crabs, for minnows, the pea skate, which y'all call glass minnows and stuff. But that's the idea. It's hiding ground for everything. So
this is hunting this is hunting this, and this is hunting. So it's all isolated in that eelgrass. I tell you what, the power of that eelgrass, it is fantastic. And to go out on that shoreline, it's just so exciting to see the distinguished color in that water where you know where that eelgrass is, and you just start to see everything exploding on those mullet. It's some of the funnest speckled trout fishing I've ever done in my life is along that shoreline, just because it reminds me of fall. We get those cold fronts coming through, the first cold front where you're just so thankful that you're not dripping, with sweat. You could fish till 11 in the morning without dying. And then there's speckled trout. There's all these new fish that you haven't seen all summer. Speckled trout, even the redfish mixed in there. We're seeing ladyfish jumping out the water. Just all kind of action. Croaker, white trout. I mean, you got me excited here. I'm ready for fall.
In the early spring, the end of spring, early summer, I was catching croaker, white trout, speckled trout, redfish, bass, flounder, everything in the marsh. In the marsh now, in the marsh. So hence the name, the Martian. We got a bunch of Martianites around here. You know what I'm saying? A couple people who will say, hey, I've been back there before you get done in the marsh. But hey, I kind of claim the marsh now, it's in my name.
So you have the right to. So why don't you started your videos, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
2.5 years ago.
Okay, 2.5 years ago.
2019.
What are some bonuses to doing this? I know it's nice to be recognized out there, to talk with people like they're your friend out there. You met anybody interesting as far as the water?
Well, I've not met no really famous people, but I met a bunch of real good guys. I wouldn't have made some new friends, and nothing like going fishing with a buddy, you know what I mean, and having a good time, reminiscing and talking. So I built a lot of really good relationships. I don't have friendships based on my old friends. Most of my friends now are based on my fishing, relationships. And I really appreciate that. And I met a lot of people who have done things for me just because, like I had an accident one day, Mr. Rick. I dropped my phone in the water, forgot I had my brand new camera on, jumped in the water, found my phone,
double whammy.
Killed the camera, killed the battery, lost the phone. That was a $2,000 day almost. Mr. Rick said somebody's gonna bless you. The man came back out the next week and gave me a GoPro. And so, just people, my buddy Ryan, him and his wife, were just thinking about the Martian because they love the Martian. They bought me a hat. Just little things, people just do stuff and just make you feel good.
Yes.
I have people waiting at my truck sometimes, just want to talk to the Martian.
Isn't that great?
It's kicks, I don't feel myself famous.
Right.
I just feel blessed that people are receiving my information and getting something out of it, you know what I mean? Because there's no money, there's no none of that. I put more money into cameras and everything just to give y'all a show. So y'all watch, please watch, subscribe, like.
Watch it.
I need to get to 1,000.
That's what you're looking for?
I'm at 860, man.
Okay.
If I can get 1,000 and maybe see some monetization, because it gets kind of hard. You know, it gets hard. But I'm about to get off with my merch. This is just something I made for the show today.
Yeah.
But y'all see that Louisiana? That's gonna be the one. That and Hello World.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Absolutely.
Northshore got a few little logos. I've been taking my time getting my logos right. So when I put out the merch, the hats, and the shirts, you know, I need all my subscribers to grab one
You
or
need
two.
direct contact with your people
Yes, sir.
in a direct way that they can support you, and that's buying your product, some kind of product. So I think you're feeling it your way through it, and there's no doubt that you'll figure it out. I'm here to help you out, Corey. You're helping me out tremendously.
That way I can keep giving the people what they want, because I'm not making anything out here fishing, and I enjoy giving them tips away. But the wife don't like me always just going to make groceries. She want to make a dollar bill. So if you're fishing all the time, you got to sacrifice one or the other.
I hear you.
So I got to try to get a little merch going so I can keep giving y'all all these tips and this information. You know what I mean? So just try to survive. That's what the game's all about, you know.
Well, I'm glad to hear you got some merchandise cranking up. And where can you selling directly? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do old school. I'm coming out the trunk, and then I'm building a website. We're doing everything, but I'm gonna do everything small and local. I'm trying to make all the money I can make.
Absolutely.
You know, every dollar bill counts these days.
Absolutely.
When I was in the music business, I knew how to hustle CDs, shirts, and hats, and everything. Then, so I'm gonna take that same hustle, turn it over to the fishing game. You know, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is a big game, but hey, you know, in the money side of fishing, it could be worse. Let's just say it could be worse.
It could be worse, but the main thing is not the objective of me trying to get rich. I just need to sustain what I can keep doing this and giving people quality videos and entertaining the people. That's what it's about, you know, giving them what I got.
I don't see any problem with that. So before I let you go, what are we looking at? I need you to give me a Martian forecast as far as what you see coming in the marsh as far as Bayou Lacombe is concerned.
Okay, it's gonna get better and better. I can't wait for fall. It's really hot right now. If you want to fish, you do better fishing from daybreak. I mean, really daybreak, before the sun comes up, until 9 o'clock the latest. And then I'm getting out of there. Same thing in the evening, 2 hours before dark. But the later it gets, later in the season, it's gonna cool off a little more. And that fall, the bait's gonna start coming in. I mean, it's in now. It's in now. So I'm seeing a lot of fish that I usually wouldn't see. I'm catching flounder in the marsh. I'm catching baby speckled trout in the marsh. You know, plus the bass. So it's just gonna improve, especially when the east winds turn around and start pushing everything in pretty soon.
That water starts rising. That's my key. When I see that water rising at the boat launch,
I know Ryan hates it because it floods the camp down there, Glidless, but I love when that rolls on the water because I know what time it is. The dolphins are swimming in Lake Pontchartrain.
Well, Corey, I thank you so much for joining us. Man, look, always great information, and you keep us entertained. And I'm glad to have you part of Northshore Fishing Report, buddy. I'm going to continue to watch and continue to pick up tips. Don't be a stranger around here, all right?
Nah, man, we got to come check it out over here.
All right.